Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another episode of While I Was Out. A few things that came across the timeline that brought me to chorus. Just a few things. I won't be before you long. First things first, Chloe of the group Chloe and Halle. Chloe performed Nina Simone's Feeling Good at Soul of a Nation. She also performed it on Good Morning America. Two different vibes, but people are still upset with her over her choice in you know how she decided to perform the song. She said, I'm not going to just stand there behind the mic flat-footed and sing this song, or I'm not going to just sit behind a piano and sing this song. Y'all are going to get this burlesque routine today. I saw both performances, and I'm going to go with Chloe. Next time, niece, you got to read the room. You got to read the room. The people, we here to celebrate Juneteenth and all of that, and that's what you're trying to do? No. We're not doing that, Chloe. No. Now, normally, I'm not here for policing the black woman as it relates to what they choose to wear, how they choose to wear their hair, long nails, what kind of makeup, what color hair, all of that. I'm not here for none of that when it comes to people policing that. Now, when it comes to performances and things of that nature in the arts, again, what you do has to be palatable. And for that song, we probably shouldn't have been rolling around on the floor giving a whole burlesque show. Like, you probably should not be trying to give Sex Kitten while we are, you know, remembering Juneteenth and celebrating freedom. Like, no, Chloe, no. I don't know whose idea that was. Because I know they practice. I know that there were many of rehearsals before, you know, leading up to this. Nobody thought to say, Chloe girl, are you sure you want to roll over like that? Like that? Maybe let's just sit behind the mic, you know? I think Chloe feels like anytime she gets on stage, she has to channel Sasha Fierce. She has to channel Beyonce. She has to do what she's been taught to do. You know, she's Beyonce. Well, she and Halle are Beyonce's proteges. And so I guess this felt like, I got to do, what would Beyonce do? What would B do? And it wouldn't be that. It would not be that. Not to that song, Chloe. It just didn't match. It's like, why you doing all of that? You know, rolling all on the floor, you know, doing the cry baby. And it was a lot for that song. That's like doing all of that and you up there performing Strange Fruit. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nina Simone would never. She probably rolling over in her grave right now, you know, off that. Because who let her do that? Who let her do it? She tried to redeem herself, you know, and do it a little bit more tasteful on Good Morning America. And it was a little bit better, but she was still trying to be too sexy. This ain't one of them songs, sis. Like, you gotta know when it's time to be sexy and when it's time to, you know, bring awareness, you know, and be serious about something. This was the time to be serious. You know, you bring an awareness. This was the time to, you know, celebrate freedom and, you know, celebrate our blackness in another way. In another way. Now, was it a bad performance? No. Because, of course, per usual, she sang down and she performed down. You know, it just wasn't the right song. It was not the right song, not the right setting. No, ma'am. It's like Chloe is just so anxious to just be out there on that stage by herself, giving it all she got, that she just forgot that you got to read the room first. Chloe gonna get it together. We're not gonna give her too much. Y'all not gonna give her too much because, again, it was still a good performance. Still a good performance. She sounded great. She looked great. She danced great. You know, it just wasn't the time. Just wasn't the time. Next time, y'all got to run. Y'all got to, have a powwow about this, a whole group discussion with your team as far as should we do it like this or should we keep it cute? And everybody let you do it like that, and now you looking cheap. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on to somebody else who out here looking cheap, and that's Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy, he stayed in the blogs, in the media for one thing or another, and this time it's for his mouth. He on his radio show or a radio show, I don't know, but he had a very unpopular opinion when it came to Beyonce. His opinion is that she's overrated, that she cannot sing, and I'm just going to say you a hater, Trick. You a hater. Anybody sitting around saying that the lady can't sing, you a hater. Because I don't even stand for Beyonce like that. Like, I don't go up for her like that. I do like her music. I'm more of an old Beyonce fan, Destiny's Child fan. When Beyonce started making real poppy music, trying to stay very current, she kind of lost me. Now, will I bop to it every now and then? Yes, but I'm here for some singing. I'm an R&B lover, so please give me the singing, give me the ballads. Sometimes it can be a little upbeat, but still I want some singing. I don't want no rapping, no rap talking, no rap singing or none of that. Don't give me none of that. And lately that's what she's been trying to give, and so I can't really get on board with that. But I'm never gonna sit up on nobody's high horse platform anywhere and say that she can't sing or that she's not talented vocally, because she is. We have heard Beyonce sing a cappella on many of occasions, and not only that, she sounds great in the studio, out the studio. Sis can sing, period. There is no if, ands, or buts about it. Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter sings her ass off. Okay, now that's what we're gonna get straight. And with that, like, there's no arguing that, Trick. There's no arguing that. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know who you've been listening to, but Beyonce can sing. This whole thing about her being, a lot of people, she's overrated. Listen, you can't be mad at greatness, because again, I am not her biggest fan. And this is a personal thing. Like, I started to feel like, damn, I can't sit with Beyonce. Like, she used to be my homie. And now I feel like I can't sit with her. She done came back around full circle because she black like this and not like this, as Funky Dineva would say. I guess she had to get her seat at the table, and then she could, reach back like, I ain't forget about y'all. I ain't forgot about y'all. That's neither here nor there. Trick Daddy, I believe, tried to bring Trina in on this, and Trina don't want no parts, because she first thing in the morning posting up all her Beyonce clips, calling her the queen, because Trina know. We already know what the Beehive gives, and so nobody wants to be on the receiving end of any of that negativity, because her fans, her stans, the Beehive, they are extra. They are very much. They're very much. I don't know what it is with that Beehive, but like, don't rub them the wrong way. Don't say anything about their queen, because they gonna come for you, and come for him they did. His reviews for his restaurants are like plummeting. So y'all over there on Google giving him bad reviews. I mean, I guess that's what he just did to Beyonce. Gave her a poor review, in saying that she can't sing and that she's overrated. He's a hater. My thing is, what you got going on, Trick? Because this is obviously some type of stunt, so that we're talking about you, so that we're thinking about you, because any other day, ain't nobody thinking about, talking about, ain't nobody studying Trick Daddy. So, yeah. Try again. She can't sing? Where about? Because everything I listen to, the girl can sing. Like, I'm trying to understand how anybody could say that out their mouth with such confidence. Moving on. Last but not least, Michael B. Jordan. Y'all giving him a lot. Y'all are giving him a lot. I really had to educate myself on this entire thing. More so what Juve is. I had to, and I really hope that I'm pronouncing that right. I checked, and Google told me that's how it's pronounced. So we're gonna go with that. I had to educate myself on what it was and how culturally how it can be disrespectful for him to trademark that and name his rum after a Caribbean celebration. In doing my little research and all of that and talking to a couple of people, my husband is Jamaican, and so he explained it all to me, and I'm still not mad at him. To me, this whole situation didn't do anything but create a bigger divide between islanders and blacks in America. It showed me what they really feel about us, how they really feel about us, what they think. They have a whole disdain for black Americans. We don't have no drive to succeed. We're lazy. We don't have no culture. We just let the white man come in and do X, Y, and Z. Like, they read us down in the Shade Room comments, and I was just floored, like, damn. That's a black man. I could see, because George Clooney got Casamigos. That's a white man. Like, nobody, I'm trying to understand why we're mad at the black man for trademarking Juve. And again, it was explained to me that's like somebody going and trademarking Juneteenth and creating a rum. And I'll be like, okay, we're going to drink that rum at every Juneteenth celebration. That's my thought process. Like, I'm not mad at you. And especially if it's a black person. Hell yeah, black on rum. I'm in there. I'm in there. I'm not understanding, guys. It's really taking a lot out of me to try to process this as something wrong. I get it. I get it. It's near and dear to the Caribbean community. More specifically, the people from Trinidad. I get that. I get all of that. I get that it's your culture. I get that it has a deeper rooted meaning to you. I get that. I'm trying to understand where he is culture appropriating. I'm trying to understand. Now, Michael probably should have came he's apologized about all of this as well, and he's going to change the name. Like, the people will bully you into an apology. Now, that's another thing I got a problem with. Y'all going to stop doing that. We got to stop bullying people into apologizing for things they ain't sorry for. Like, he didn't know he did nothing wrong. He didn't know he did nothing wrong, and I'm sure he meant no harm in it. Like, it's a black man creating a rum, and he named it after a Caribbean celebration. And I'm trying to figure out again why we got upset and angry about it. And it's cultural appropriation and all of that. It's like, what? Why? How did we get here? How do we get here? Again, I'm going to have to educate myself some more on what Juve is and what goes down, during the celebration. I got to know the history behind it, because right now, as a African American, I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe Michael, I was going to say maybe he should, take some of the proceeds that he does receive from the rum and give it back and put it back into their community. He could do that. But this whole black Americans against islanders, first of all, people from Trinidad, and I'm talking to them specifically because they're the ones that's really up in arms and dragging black Americans. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. We all black. Or did you forget? You're not special because you come from a different country. Did you think you were special? Did you think that police brutality can't come knocking on your door? I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. They were even going as far as to say, okay, people from the islands, Caribbean people, we need to stop fighting for their issues and this, that, and the third. And I'm thinking, y'all been doing that? Like, honestly, when black people, black people, and I mean people who are, black, not necessarily born and raised in the United States of America, but African people who come to the States, Jamaican people who come to the States, people from Trinidad, people from the Bahamas, people from Barbados, all of those islands, St. Thomas, all of those islands, y'all all be coming here. And then I'm lazy. I don't want to succeed. You got so much negativity from me. And it's like, you ain't got to be here. You don't got to be here. You do not have to be in this country if you don't like us blacks that much, or anything for that matter. If you have so many complaints about the people in this country, go back to yours. And that might sound very insensitive, or it might sound ignorant. I don't care. At this point, I'm tired of that being the narrative when it comes to people overseas migrating over here and then talking down on the people here. I would never go to Trinidad and just get to being all rah about the States. Like I gotta be sitting up in Trinidad, because I could very well be home in my homeland, not worried about what you got going on and not judging you for how y'all move in the world or none of that. We got to stop that. Because again, we all black. We are all black at the end of the day. I don't care what region you came from, what country. I don't care about none of that. When the white man see you, he see a black person. He don't care that you came over here from Nigeria. So you still black, nigga. Because that's what they still think. So I'm trying to understand what makes you special and what makes us, low on the totem pole. It didn't do nothing but create more division. This whole situation. People are just showing their colors, their true colors. It's like, well, damn, that's how y'all feel about the black Americans? Well, shit. Okay. Well, maybe we need to stop going and visiting over there and spending our money over there with them. Because, they got so many negative things to say about us and how we move as a community. The stereotypes, all of that, like that. Y'all go read some of them comments. Go read some of those comments under the post on the Shade Room where they're talking about this Michael B. Jordan situation. I'm going to say we do have to stop telling people of a different culture what to be triggered by. Because if this is triggering, then so be it. I just don't understand the trigger. Because it doesn't affect me at all. And so of course not. Of course I don't understand, because I'm really trying. I'm serious when I say I'm going to have to educate myself on the entire thing so that I understand culturally how it's appropriating and how it's triggering or offensive. Because again, if Michael B. Jordan decided, or let me think, if Damson Idris decided, you know what? I'm going to go on and come out with a tequila. It's going to be called Juneteenth. He's a whole British man. Would we be mad about that? I wouldn't. I wouldn't be upset. To me, I wouldn't feel like he's disrespecting my culture. If anything, you're a black man. And so I support you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I support what you're doing. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that is just me and my thought process. Again, maybe I'm just an ignorant black American, but I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. Somebody from the Trinidad and Tobago is going to have to tell me where he went wrong. Again, Michael, just give them some of that money. I'm sure they won't care then. I'm sure it won't be an issue if a percentage of the proceeds are going back into their community. Now that we can get down with that. We can get down with that. Poor Michael B. Jordan. Y'all done made him change the name. And listen, I was going to buy it either way. I don't care what he call it. I'm going to get me some. And is. Y'all let me know what you thought about this whole Michael B. Jordan situation. Are you angry with him? Can you understand why the people of Trinidad are angry, triggered, feeling a way about this whole situation? And not just them, people from the islands in general. Can you see why they're why they don't, want this to happen, or why they fought so hard for this to not go down, this trademark to not go down? Can you see how it's culturally appropriating? I mean, please, again, educate me, because these questions are not rhetorical. I really want some answers. Because I don't want to be out here, disrespecting nobody, or nobody's culture. I guess that's a part of our problem and our plight as Black Americans. What culture we got? What culture we got to cling to besides cookouts and soul food and racism? And, all of that bullshit that came with being drug over here in the first place. We really have to try to like attach ourselves to different things, because it's hard to pinpoint where you're from, who your people are, what your culture is, what your lineage is, all of that. We lost it all in being brought over here. And so forgive us, okay? Forgive us for not knowing. Forgive us for not understanding. Forgive us, because we honestly, we don't know what that's like, for culturally culturally, carnival happens all the time. That's a part of their culture. What we got? 4th of July? Fuck that. Like, bless God, this year, everybody, it was like a wave of Juneteenth celebrations. And so let's keep that momentum going. That's a part of our culture. And we can, change the narrative on that. But what we got? Christmas, the holidays. I mean, shit, I want some real deal culture around here. Like, foods and the way you dress and all of that. You guys are lucky, honestly, because you have a culture to cling to, whereas we over here trying to figure it out, trying to find our way. I feel like culturally for Black people, our culture is like bad stereotypes, being ghetto and hood, killing each other in the streets, the crack epidemic. All of that is bullshit, and I don't want that to be a part of my culture, okay? That's all I'm saying. I done talked for 23 minutes now, and I think that's enough. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And it's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.